Imagine boarding first class, ticket in hand, only to be told, in front of dozens of strangers, that your body doesn't belong there. Phones are recording. Live streams are climbing into the tens of thousands. What they don't know is, you hold the power to erase their billion-dollar contract with one phone call. This isn't just about humiliation. It's about publicly dismantling discrimination with precision, proof, and unshakable authority. By the time this flight takes off, the entire airline industry will never be the same again. Dr. Amara Lewis stepped into first class with the poise of someone who had navigated the highest levels of government. Her tailored charcoal blazer caught the soft cabin lights as she approached her seat, 2A. But before she could sit, Claire Whitmore's voice rang out, sharp and calculated. This particular seat might be challenging for someone of your dimensions. The words hung in the air like poison. Heads turned. A ripple of whispers moved through the cabin. Passengers' phones appeared, cameras tilted, and live streams began. Viewer counts jumped into the hundreds within seconds. Amara paused, her grip tightening on the handle of a sleek black briefcase, embossed with a partially visible crest. She said nothing, her gaze steady, but her silence only emboldened Claire. "Ma'am, are you sure you're in the right section?" Claire extended her manicured hand. "I'll need to verify your boarding pass." Amara handed it over calmly. Claire studied it with theatrical skepticism before waving over the gate supervisor. "Ethan, I think we've got a compliance issue here," she stage whispered, just loud enough for nearby passengers to hear. Ethan Brooks, tall, wiry, with a nervous twitch in his mustache, approached, glancing between Amara and the pass. "Sometimes tickets get mixed up. We'll just need to verify your ID, ma'am." Amara's voice was calm, almost amused. "And the issue is," Ethan fumbled, "identity verification. It's for everyone's safety." The live stream chat exploded. "This is discrimination in real time. Tag the news. Get their names." From seat 4C, a teenager narrated the scene for his TikTok audience. "Folks, this is what traveling while black looks like in 2025. In the back, Maya Grant, a flight attendant trainee, quietly recorded everything on her training tablet, officially for documentation purposes. Though her eyes told a different story, Amara settled gracefully into her seat, pulled out her phone, and typed, "Running late for 3 p.m. Pentagon briefing. Proceed without me if needed." Her Rolex caught the light as she hit send. Claire's voice rose, feeding the growing crowd. 8 years I've been doing this. I can spot fake documents from across the terminal." The teenager's stream passed 2,000 viewers. Donations poured in for a legal defense fund. Ethan leaned in, whispering, "Ma'am, I'll have to call airport security." "Of course," Amara said, lips curling into the faintest smile. Within moments, Officer Daniel Ruiz arrived, his stance cautious but alert. "What seems to be the problem?" "Possible ticket fraud," Ethan announced. Ruiz studied Amara, noting her composed demeanor and the quiet authority radiating from her. "Ma'am, may I see your identification?" She reached into her briefcase, producing a leather credential holder. Ruiz opened it, glanced once, and handed it back with a respectful nod. "No problem here." Claire bristled. "I don't care what ID she has. Passenger safety is my responsibility." The livestream count hit 5,000. Local reporters were already being tagged. Chief Lena Carver, head of airport security, soon arrived with 2 officers. "Dr. Lewis, my apologies," she said, after a quick glance at the ID. "Doctor?" Claire repeated, her confidence wavering. "She shouldn't have to tell you that," Carver replied. The businessman in 3B, Mark Ellison, opened LinkedIn and began typing. "Witnessing blatant discrimination on Flight 312. First-class passenger humiliated based on appearance." The post would hit 500 shares before takeoff. Claire tried one last push. "She doesn't belong in first class." Amara finally stood. At nearly 6 feet, she towered over Claire. Claire Whitmore, employee ID 65192. Ethan Brooks, 12 years with this airline. Her tone was clinical, each word a scalpel. She opened her briefcase fully for the first time, revealing folders stamped confidential, a badge clipped inside marked Department of Homeland Security, and a contract packet thick enough to make Ethan's hands twitch. Maya's tablet zoomed in, capturing the header, Federal Aviation Security Contract, annual value $1.2 billion. The cabin fell silent. This, Amara said evenly, is the agreement that allows your airline to handle federal security operations at 312 airports. Claire's face drained of color. Outside, media vans pulled up. Social feeds exploded. Hashtag federal contractor fail trended nationally. Minutes later, CEO Charles Denton appeared, flanked by his legal chief, Karen Blake. Denton's perfect composure cracked as he took in the scene. Dr. Lewis, I deeply apologize for this unacceptable incident. Apologies are noted, Amara said, but this is a contractor compliance matter now. Section 14.3 of your agreement prohibits discriminatory practices. Breach can result in immediate termination and 5-year federal blacklisting. Karen Blake's jaw tightened. She knew the law and the risk. I will require a signed remediation plan within 30 minutes, Amara continued, including termination of all involved personnel, mandatory bias training, independent federal monitoring, and a $100 million diversity initiative. The CEO swallowed hard. Agreed. Amara sealed her folders, snapping the briefcase shut. Good. I'll note that in my recommendation to the Secretary of Defense. The live stream peaked at 156,000 viewers. Claire was escorted out. Ethan was suspended on the spot. Maya's recording was uploaded to secure federal servers. When Amara finally sat back down, the passengers erupted in applause. 47 seconds of unfiltered gratitude. And somewhere in corporate headquarters, the first draft of Operation Respect, the airline's new anti-discrimination policy, began to take shape. If this story lit a fire in you, smash that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more powerful, true-to-life stories. Tell me where you're watching from and what moment hit you hardest in the comments. Your voice might inspire the next big change.